Hello friends, and welcome back to Unbound Learners. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's so nice to meet you. Are you ready to move on to our good morning song? We're going to make our arms into a big circle in front of us like this. Now bring that circle up, up, up over your heads, and let's give a little stretch from one side, stretch over to the other side, and let's bring that circle back down in front of us. And now it's time to sing together. If you know the words, will you sing along with me? It goes like this. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend. Let's jump right into Circle 10 with the calendar and weather chart behind me. Now, the first thing that we do is start off with the date. And when we say the date, we begin with the month. The month is right up here. Does anybody know what the month is? I'll give you a clue, and if you know what it is, you can say it with me. The month is February, and today is February 22nd. So let's move the chip over from the number 19. That was the last time we met, to the number 20, 21, 22. Today is February 22nd, and the year is up here. Do you know what the year is? 2021. That's right, friends. Now let's see the date one more time, all together. Are you ready? Today is February 22nd, 2021. All right, everybody, let me see those counting fingers like this. We have to warm them up and stretch them because we have so much counting to do. We are going to count all the days that we've had in the month of February. Are you ready? Let's start up here at the number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Whew, let's take a deep breath after all that counting. We counted 22 days in the month of February. And look at this, friends. This is the last week in the month of February. Next week, we'll begin a brand new month. All right, everybody, it's time to move on to the Days of the Week song. But how many fingers should I hold up for this song? Can you show me with your fingers? That's right, 7. We need to hold up 7 fingers because we have 7 days in the week. If you know the words, will you sing with me? It goes like this. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now let's travel back down to the bottom, right here. Does anybody remember what the day was yesterday? Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday, friends. So that means that today is Monday. You're right. And if today is Monday, that means that tomorrow will be Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. But let's go back to today. Will you sing Today is Monday with me? Here we go. Today is Monday, today is Monday, today is Monday all day long. Today is Monday, today is Monday, today is Monday all day long. Let's travel back up to the top of the chart. Right up here, we have the season. Do you know what the season is? Winter. That's That's right, friends. It's winter time, and depending on where you live, your winter may look a little bit different from my winter. In the winter time at my house, we get so much snow, and it's very cold. But maybe you live in a place where it's nice and warm in the winter time. Now, before we talk a little bit more about the weather, let's sing the weather song together. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Friends, what's the weather like where you live? Look out the window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing the weather with me. At my house, we have another snowy day. When I look outside, the snowflakes are falling from the clouds, and that means that the temperature chart is still on blue. It's another cold, snowy day where I live. Okay, friends, it's time to move on to the letter of the week. And because we're starting a new week, we have a new letter to talk about. Take a look at this letter. This letter also makes two sounds. So the most common sound that this letter makes sounds like this. G, g. Can you make that sound with me? G, g. But sometimes this letter also says j, j. Can you try that sound with me? J, j. Do you know what letter this is? G! You're right, friends. This is a lowercase g, and usually G makes the sound g, but sometimes it makes the sound j. This is a lowercase g. Are you ready to guess what's inside of the mystery box today? Let me get it out behind me. So remember, inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter G. And I'll give you a couple of clues. If you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. So let's see. Inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter G, and it makes the sound G, G. Are you ready for your first clue, friends? Here we go. This is a color. Now you can make this color by combining the color blue with the color yellow. Here's your last clue. This is the color of grass. Do you know what it is? Let's see. The color green. Green starts with the letter G, G, G. Green. Friends, we also have a new number to talk about this week. This is another double-digit number. Do you know what number this is? 12! You're right, friends. This is the number 12. And 12 is a double-digit number because when you write the number 12, first you write the number 1 and then you write the number 2. This is the number 12. Now we are going to count 12 tally marks. Now remember, tally marks are just lines that I will draw on the bottom of the chalkboard, and you can count them with me. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12. 12 tally marks. And inside of the box, let's see what I have to count today. Do you see what I have in my hand? Twigs. Small sticks are also called twigs. As I count them, I'm going to line them up on the top of the box. Will you count with me, friends? Here we go. Let's make tally marks out of the twigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12. 12 twigs. This week we're going to wrap up our unit on practical life skills, which are activities that happen every day in your life. So last week we practiced cleaning up independently, and this week we are going to work on independent food preparation, which is definitely one of my favorite things to do. But what do I mean by food preparation? Let's see. What do you do when your stomach feels hungry and empty? Do you ask a grown-up for a snack or something to eat? And then your grown-up may go into the kitchen and prepare you something to eat. But did you know that food tastes even better when you prepare it yourself? I'm serious, it really does, friends. But before we move on to food preparation, I have a new song to teach you. It's called Way Up in the Citrus Tree, and it goes like this. Way up in the citrus tree, 2 little mandarins smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the mandarins. Were they good? All right, friends, are you ready to see your work for the day? Let's go check it out. For today's work, you will need a citrus fruit. I'm using a mandarin orange, or a hard-boiled egg, or some crayons with the paper wrapping on them. So any one of these 3 items will work for today's activity. Today we're going to do some peeling, which is a great skill to develop the small little muscles in your fingers and hands. It's called fine motor skills. So if you decide to work with a citrus fruit today, the first thing that you need to do is remove the orange peel. This is the peel. It's this waxy coating along the outside of the orange. Inside is the fruit. Now to start off, I recommend using your counting finger and your thumb. And you're going to hold the orange in one hand and use your 2 fingers and rip open a little hole, just like this. So getting it started seems to be the trickiest part, but once you have that first peel, it gets a lot easier from there. So I have this bowl right here. I'm going to take all of the peels and just put them inside of the bowl. Sometimes I can get a really, really big peel like this. Sometimes just a little smaller peel like this. So you're going to take all of the peel off, and you can see the inside of the fruit is right here. This is the part that you eat. So keep peeling. You want to remove all of that orange waxy coating that's on the outside. Put all the peel in the bowl, and then turn the orange around. Make sure that there's no leftover peel hiding anywhere. And you have one final step. Now you have to divide the orange. So you can break it. And do you see all these little sections of the orange that just come right off? You can peel these off, make a little pile. This is the part of the orange that is good to eat. Oh, and sometimes in the middle, I notice that there's a little bit of extra peel that needs to be taken off right here. The little inside middle part, that can just go with the peels. And then keep dividing the orange. These are called sections. And there you go. Now your citrus is ready to eat. If you decide to work with a hard-boiled egg today, just make sure that it's nice and cool. So have your grown-up place it in an ice bath for a couple of minutes or even the refrigerator. So once you have a cool hard-boiled egg, the first thing that you need to do is remove the shell. Now in order to do that, you're going to take the egg and tap, tap, tap and roll on a flat surface. Roll it. And do you see how the shell is starting to crack? So I have this bowl right here, and as the shell cracks, I'm just going to peel it off. You can put the shell inside of the bowl like this. Now I recommend having your grown-up add a couple of teaspoons of white vinegar to the boiling water as you're cooking the egg. It just helps the shell to come off easier while you're peeling. So keep peeling. There we go. And just like we did with the orange, you're just going to turn the egg around. Make sure that you don't see any shell that's left over. And there you go. This is the part of the egg that you can eat. So if you don't have a citrus fruit or a hard-boiled egg to work with, you can do this same activity using crayons. Just make sure that the crayons have this paper wrapping on the outside. And just like we peeled the orange and the hard-boiled egg, you're going to peel the paper wrapping off of the crayon like this. So start at the top and peel it back. I'm going to put the peel right inside of the bowl. And keep peeling. Put the wrapper in the bowl. And you can keep going until all of the paper wrapper is off of the crayon. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Today's work is a great way to strengthen the muscles that are inside of your fingers and hands, whether you use a citrus fruit or a hard-boiled egg or even crayons. Before we go, would you like to sing the citrus tree song with me one more time? Here we go. Way up in the citrus tree, two little mandarins smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the mandarins. Were they good? Thanks for learning with me today, friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive classes. You can also support this channel and get access to bonus features for your child by checking out my Patreon page, which is also listed in the link below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Before we go, we have one more song to sing together. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.